Our soon-to-be previous dog decided to attack our sheep today. This was maybe 45 minutes ago, an hour. Flies are already covering it pretty bad, and we have so much rock out here I can't really bury it very well. So we're gonna compost it. I got a lot of straw, I got a lot of horse manure. We're gonna pile it up probably 2-3 feet thick and soak it with water, and then put black plastic tarp around it, or plastic, and let the sun cook it well, so not to attract a lot of critters of any kind. So it's kind of gruesome, so if you don't want to see it, turn it off now. But here's the lamb. He was a wether. We were planning on eating him here in about a month and a half, and the dog ripped off his face. I mean, it's pretty graphic there, and ripped out his back leg and his guts, and now we get to move it and get it composting before it stinks too bad. Sometimes things on the homestead don't happen the way you want them to, and it's not an easy lesson. Got to get rid of the dog. That's a first. Well, I guess a second. The first is to get this lamb composting, and then we got to get rid of the dog. This is one of the first 3 sheep we bought. We have 2 others that managed to go unhurt. You can hear them up there by the barn. But we got 2 ewe lambs that are still doing okay, and we'll get a ram probably here soon. They're about ready to start breeding. So anyhow, tragic day today. We hate any kind of loss. We've had quite a bit of loss out here. I've mentioned before, we had a big fire here 2 years ago, wiped out most of what we had, killed most of our chickens, and the rest of them have died since, or we sold, or we ate them. So anyhow, well, I'm gonna get busy with this, and I'll try to take some pictures as we go along and show it. So have a good day. All right, we're covering it up, starting off with some weeds and that were right there in that pile, and then we're gonna put a bunch of straw on there. JJ, can you get another couple of good handfuls of the straw? We want this pretty big. We don't want to smell this lamb.
Daddy, see it.
Yeah.
See its face.
Get the face over here, Caleb. And come around over here. You need to push it in there good.
They're gonna bust the guts out.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna wet this down real good. And then we're going to put manure. We got a big old truckload of manure. We're going to pile all around it and up as high and around as we can. Over here.
You gotta tear it up to keep the circulation. I'm gonna increase that.
Yeah, this pile, when we're done with everything we're adding to it, should get 215 degrees, and it'll cook everything. Hopefully I can get the plastic on today. If not tonight, it'll be early in the morning. I got an attempt at a pond, didn't work out. And I got some plastic, black plastic, real thick, like 5 or 6 mil plastic. And I'll cut a big chunk out and tuck it in all the way around on top of this once we get it really, really soaking wet. And we're gonna do our best at getting this sheep to pretty much cook, decompose. Hopefully in a year, this pile will be ready to use. I mean, I'm sure it's ready faster than that. I'm sure within, if we really wanted to, 6 months. All right, thank you, baby. So anyhow, boys are doing a good job right now, and that's That's our dead weather under there. This is how we bury stuff here. I didn't want to try to take it to the dump. There's enough bad hunters throwing half of an elk carcass in the dumpster down the road at this time of year, so we don't need more stink when we go to throw our trash away. So anyhow, I'll show you when we're done with this what it looks like. All right, well, we got the straw on. Now we're bringing in a bunch of horse manure. This is what we look like so far. There's probably 1.5 feet or so of just straw right in here, all through here. And then we got that's probably a good 10-12 inches of manure on top. We're gonna keep adding to it. We got 3 horses here, 2 next door. We'll probably end up turning this whole spot right in here, from over here all the way over here, into probably about 5 feet, 4 feet tall, something like that. Probably about 8 foot wide, and that'll be 15 foot, something like that. It'll be a good chunk of composted manure when we're done with it. So,
where do you want the next bucket?
right here, sir.
And the one after that?
Yep, right there on top of it. It'll all kind of slide down. Good job.
You're welcome.
That's my son's friend Zev here. He's helping out. And you hate losing livestock. It just kind of puts a bummer on your whole day. I mean, I'm just pretty ticked off, pretty upset. Right here, son. And the next one right there with it. So anyhow, come back, show you when it's done. Well, I forgot to come back after we were done piling up the manure around the lamb last night. We got it done. Here I am the next morning. We do still need to get the plastic on it, but here's what the pile looks like, and you can compare it. Caleb, why don't you go stand over there on the other side of it and show them. It's a good sized pile. It's 2.5 feet tall. You can't really tell from the angle Caleb is at, but if I come down here, start getting an idea of what it is. And anyhow, our poor weather's down there. It was a tough lesson. We still got two lambs alive. They're ewes, about to get ready to get bred soon. I hope this is our last tragic lesson to learn for some time. I'm tired of these lessons. They're tough. To see one of your animals that you've been caring for and you spent money on and looking forward to, I mean, we were going to eventually kill this particular one for food. We have a big camp out with a bunch of friends every fall, and we were gonna take that as part of our one of our big meals, a feast, if you will, on the lamb. And so anyhow, so there it is. There's that one. There's the dead lamb. And we still have a couple of ewes alive around here. And here's my son. He's pretty heartbroken about losing his wether. But I think we'll make it. I think we'll be okay. So got to find a home for that dog, and a lot of people don't want a dog that seems nice but will kill everything around, and that seems to be what his deal is. I put it off for a long time, saying he was just running and playing with them, because it's usually what it seemed like he was doing. He didn't never seem overly aggressive towards anything. I just always thought he chased stuff until they died. I learned a tough lesson. This was definitely not just chasing it till it died. This was a savage killing. And he's fed plenty of food. So why he did this was strictly it's what he did. Anyhow. Alrighty. Y'all have a wonderful day. Please upvote. Please like us, comment, share if you're on Steam It, Resteam It, and we'll see you soon.